So just to give everyone a little bit of perspective for those, the couple people who don't know about GrubHub apparently, we do online ordering for pickup and delivery restaurants all across the country. And because we know all the restaurants that accept online orders, we can aggregate that information to a really cool consumer website to say, hey, type in your address and here are all the restaurants that deliver to you at any time, day or night, weekend. You can sort by cuisine, you can sort by all kinds of fun stuff and do item searches, and it's just super easy to place your order. And then kind of the really cool thing about what GrubHub does is we interject ourselves between you and the restaurants. So when the restaurants are really swamped, and if something happens, if the delivery driver's late, or if they accidentally screw up your order, you contact our customer service. We make sure everything goes through for you and make sure that the resolution in that situation is much better than the problem. And so that's kind of our overall business model. We try to provide as much value as possible to the restaurants, and what they really look for is orders. Now, going back to the beginning, and how did we build this two-sided network model, as someone over here was asking about earlier. In our situation, it was you had to get the restaurants online, otherwise there was nothing that consumers cared about. And so we started out, we just put, well actually, I'll even take you back further. 2004, Mike and I were working together, and we were really looking, we were ordering a lot of delivery food, and this is true, and we were just sick of the same pizza place. It was Eduardo's Pizza, and it's really good pizza, but it was like so constant that it was frustrating. And we kind of looked at each other and said, you know, why the hell can't I go on the internet and figure out all the restaurants that deliver to me? Because there has to be like 300 restaurants here. We were downtown the Loop. And it was like, we're doing like geographic radius searches online for rental real estate at apartments.com. It's the same damn problem applied over on the restaurant space. And so we kind of thought about it for a while, and Mike ended up coding up the first version of the website in one night because he was hungry and was just kind of frustrated. That's true. So he had the first, and we started, I lived on Sheridan and Belmont, I believe it's that way, and Mike happened to live about a block away from me. So we did just a Lakeview menu guide first, is what our business model was. And I went out, probably 2 weeks after that went live, and we were trying to sell restaurants because just having a fun guide, it wasn't the business that we wanted to build. And one thing that I'm going to talk about right now, and I'm only going to give you one lesson I think is the most important for getting your first customers, and that's get your customers early and then listen to them and iterate through your model. So when we started our business, it sounds bizarre now. The concept was put all the menus online and then go to restaurants and have them pay $100 a month for larger font and brighter colors. And it sounds weird. Our vision was a consumer service that really solved the need of pickup and delivery restaurants. It wasn't necessarily what's the best way to monetize that traffic for the most economic value. That was kind of secondary. And so we started out with this just not very intelligent way of monetizing the traffic. And I went out and was pitching restaurants with this this flip book that I printed out on a crappy-ass dot matrix printer. It was really janky. And I'm walking in our first sale. The first company's first sale, I made it, and it was a Charming Walk, and it used to be on Wabash and I believe it's Balboa, right near the Hilton Hotel on Columbia College's campus. It was a corner. It might be a Travelodge restaurant right now. Interestingly, the restaurant itself has gone through a couple versions. There was Charming Walk in that location that I sold to, and then there was Charming Walk 2 in the same location. Now they're Tamarind right across the street. They've had very bad luck with fires or very good luck with insurance companies. So. I'm not saying anything. I'm just So I walked into Charming Walk, and I asked for the manager, and Paul Coe walked out, and he was bartending at the time. And we sat down, and I pitched him on GrubHub, and this is the interwebs, and you need to be online, and we have this great thing, and you need to have this premium placement, and you wouldn't believe how much business you're going to get. And I was making all of it up. We had 0 customers. and I sold him, and it took me 2 hours of talking to this guy, nonstop. I essentially did not leave the restaurant. I think I went through 3 Miller High Lifes while I was sitting there just because I had to keep buying beer to keep talking to him. So finally, he's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to sign up for GrubHub. And I'm like giddy inside. And I was like, here's the contract. Sign it. And he's like, oh, I can't sign a contract, you have to talk to my mom, she's the owner. So Lisa Co. came out, and I spent another hour with her. I signed the contract, I got a 6-month prepaid check, it was $600.